Now we proceed to lab number 3, and lab number 3 is the preventive maintenance of centrifugal pumps. You know what is preventive maintenance? I think Peter already discussed about this preventive maintenance. There are 3 types of maintenance: preventive, breakdown, and predictive maintenance. And here in this lab focus on preventive maintenance. Before breakdown, prevent any breakdown, damage, and so that the pump can run without any problem. That is preventive maintenance. So we have got today we will discuss about 3 types of pumps. This is a vertical inline pump. Why it is called vertical inline? The motor is vertical and the pump is all fixed in vertical line. Whereas the other pumps, normally we keep it in horizontal, but this is vertical. This pump is we obtained from Qatar Petroleum before, and this is a very good pump and for learning purpose. And here this is a suction line. This is a suction line. This suction line is this suction valve, and suction valve is line is connected to the water tank. And this is the discharge, and again going back to the tank. So this is suction valve, and this is the discharge line, and this is the discharge valve, and this is the discharge pressure gauge, and this is the motor driver, and this is the pump, centrifugal pump. And here there is a mechanical seal also there to prevent any leak check. And these are flanges connected to the pumps. This is the flange coupling, and here also flange. Here there is flange, and here also flange. In between flange there will be gasket also, and bolt. Everything is here. This is the arrangement of the vertical inline pump. And the control switch. There is one switch here. You can see green one is this on, this off, and also there is a main control is there. There is, you can see the main control. So lockout, tag out. We need to remove we need a permit, and then we remove after getting the permit, we remove the tags, locks, then we start from there, main switch, and from there, that's why the control panel is there. And from there, we come here, and we can start from here. So your job is to find out any vibration or leaks, and the temperature of the bearing, whether it is very hot, within the if it is not as per the instruction manual catalog of the pump, then there is some problem. Identify the problem and fix it. That is the preventive maintenance. So mainly the leaks from the casing, from the near the mechanical seal side, or from the flanges, inlet suction side, discharge side, that need to be focused. And also temperature also check. Whether the temperature of the motor, if it's too much hot, means there is something rubbing, where the bearing is damaged. And here the pump side also check the temperature and the vibration also check. These are things which you need to look into as far as the mechanical preventive maintenance is concerned. Now I am going to start this pump. Sequence. Now the pressure is very, pumping is done. There is no leak here, no load here. There is no water leak here. Only problem is one thing I noticed here is the sound is not silent. There is some sound. Sound means something is alive and problem, or something, maybe some part is touching. That's why there's sound. It should be silent and a quiet operation. But there is something, so you need to look into that and you must fix it. Otherwise, this is running perfectly ordered. There is no leak here, no leak here. And also we need to check with the temperature vibration. So we have got one equipment called, this is the vibration tester. This vibration tester, this probe can be touched on the bearing side. This is one bearing here, and also another bearing here. So this is a pump side here bearing. This is the motor side bearing, and check the vibration, and this vibration reading will be noted. So in the other pump we will check, but here this is the vibration tester. vibration tester. So we can analyze any problem with the pump when it is running. And also if it is overheat, and then this infrared thermometer. This infrared thermometer is this infrared thermometer will give you, this can be, here you can, there is a camera and that will focus, the ray will touch, and then you can find out the reading of the, when it is, you can, whether it's hot, the bearing is hot, if it is hot, and if it is bigger than the allowable limit, then you need to fix it. So this is the infrared, and you can see red means hot, means there is the limit is more, and the blue means very good. And if it is in between, that means there is a part, some part is becoming warm, like that. So this is called infrared thermometer, to test, to find out the temperature of the bearing. This infrared, and this is for the this is the vibration tester for the finding the vibration of the bearings. If it is, and you must check first to get the reading, and after getting the reading, you must compare with the manual reading, that is instruction manual. There is a reading allowable limit. If it exceeds, means you need to fix it. This is the preventive maintenance of this vertical inline engine, sorry, inline pump. Now coming to this is a centrifugal pump, very huge one, it's horizontal one. You can see horizontal. This is the driver motor, and this is the centrifugal pump, and this is suction line. This suction line, this suction valve is here. This valve is a gate valve, and also there is another gate valve here. This is the discharge valve, suction line and discharge valve, and this is the discharge pressure gauge, and this is the motor, and this is the bearing housing of the pump. This is the coupling here. This coupling is actually connecting the driver motor with the pump. There is a shaft here, and the coupling will, this coupling is actually flange coupling, and this is the bearing housing, and this is actually for lubricating the bearing. And here this is actually the packing, the stuffing box is having not a centrifugal pump, but this is the packing here. This gland packing is there. So we, if it is too much leak, and if it is, we'll analyze during the running, and then if there is too much leak, then we'll open the gland packing and put new packing and tight it as per the specifications. So that's about this pump. So important parts is motor, this is the coupling side, and it's the bearing housing. This is the oil casing of the centrifugal pump, and inside there is the impeller is there. And because of rotation, when the pump rotates, the shaft rotates, and the impeller rotates, and because of centrifugal action, the water is pumped and it will go to the tank and come back. This is closed circuit. This pump also we received from QP, Qatar Petroleum. And specifications are here. Nameplate is here. Nameplate of the pump is here. You can see these in nameplate specifications of the pump. And this is the suction line. There is a pressure gauge also here. Pressure gauge is suction pressure gauge. This is the discharge pressure gauge. There are two pressure gauges here. And here the preventive maintenance. Most important thing is check leaks. Leaks very important, and if there is too much leak, means problem. Then if it is too much sound, abnormal sound happening because of the not proper alignment. If the alignment is not, alignment means the motor and the pump should be aligned properly. So here you can see there is a alignment here, the alignment shims are here, these shims, and using there are three methods for alignment. So these three methods, one is, I think you might study with Mr. Peter. So one is a Riemann phase alignment, then laser alignment, then there is a graphical method. There are three methods we can find out, and we can find out the alignment and make it aligned, make it theta. So if it is proper alignment is there, vibration will be less, and there won't be any complaints. And then another problem is here there are housing for the motor here, one motor here. There is also another bearing on the motor side. So this bearing, if it is overheat because of the overload or maybe improper alignment, this can become warm, hot. Then we can check with the infrared thermometer, and also the vibration also can be checked with the vibration tester, and then compare with the catalog values, and make sure that it is within the limits. And bearing here also, we must check the temperature of the bearing housing and also vibration of the bearing housing. And then leaks, and check the flanges here in leak, and also these flanges, there will be gaskets also, and these gaskets also make sure that there is no leak. And also pressure gauge, where the pressure is building up as per the specification, that also need to be checked. And actually when the pump is started, you must wait for half an hour to get the other pump also, the one which is vertical inline pump also. You cannot take the reading within 5 minutes. You have to wait for half an hour. Then only you can make it a steady state and normal after getting it normal condition. Then take the readings of the temperature, vibration, and all the parameters. Then if it is not as per the specification mentioned in the catalog, then you need to fix it. If it is okay, then no problem. So now this is also same pump like this. And then we will start first this pump. And you will see that big sound, vibration, because of the turbulence. The pipe is too big, 6-inch pipe. Is it 6 inch or 8 inch?
6 inch.
6-inch pipe. So the water, the water suction line is too much water is coming. So that's why there is some vibration there. And when you start both pumps, you will see that there is the vibration come down because the water is balanced. There is balancing of the water. So first we will start this pump. But normally we have to wait for half an hour. Then you can also check here. readings?
Yeah, these are the diagnoses. So they're slight only very moderate and slight. So it doesn't even reach to around 100. This is critical site. Right now it's just a normal. So moderate is just probably slight variation. You see some repair details, nothing. All motors were increased just to monitor the motor is increasing its vibration. So it's normal. And you can also get the details. This one, these are the readings for it. So location 1, these are the readings, the amplitude, vibration results. Okay. So right. That's for location 1. Going back here, details. That's for location 2. These are the readings, vibration. They are moderate only. These are the numbers below. Going back, the last one is location 4. So it's got very slight reading. So it's fairly normal. That's why the recommendation is only to monitor all the bearings if the vibration is increasing. Yeah. Done. You want to check the ultrasonic? The motor is reaching 33 degrees Celsius. That's the motor. But the bearing here, sometimes there is an increase of temperature around 34 degrees. Going back here, so let's see. Yeah, 35, 36. Okay. From the connecting bearing here, it's only 35, pretty normal. The last bearing on the inside, it's 37. It's increasing. Started from 0.8.
So here we already took the vibration readings and also the temperature readings of the bearings. So in the vibration 4 locations, 2 sides, 2 locations in the motor and 2 locations on the bearing housing of the pump, the motor. And please watch the video, get the readings. So you can write out the comments from the readings, and then you can have you can give a report on the recommendations. And also here this pump also. And say apart from this preventive maintenance, so lubrication is important. You can see here there is a lubricating. See, check the oil level before. This is the bearing housing. So the bearing, the level also you must be always watchful, and should be above 50%. Very important. And also here lubrication of this valve here the stem. Grease lubrication. Here the oil lubrication, this is grease lubrication, and this is a place where we add the lubricating oil. And then leak also important thing. And then the gasket also, check the gaskets, leaks, vibration, temperature, alignment. Alignment is very, very important. If alignment is wrong, the shaft will bend, and a lot of issues and big loss for the company also, because the many major other parts also will get damaged. So these are the important things. So this is about the preventive maintenance of centrifugal pumps. So here we discussed 2 types of pumps. This is the horizontal pipe, the other one is vertical pipe. Hope you understand, and watch the video 2-3 times and you understand the equipment. And then also you can check in the Google and the internet, and also then answer the questions in the given in the lab report. That's about this lab number 3. And next lab we will discuss again one more lab for the pumps. That lab we will discuss about the breakdown maintenance. Today this lab only concerned with the preventive maintenance. Thank you.